Come on up, Mr. Cohen. I'd like to ask the representatives from the Daughters of the American Revolution to join us up here on the podium. Today is the 236th anniversary of our Constitution. And I can tell you, it was a document written by some very, very smart people. It has endured 232 years, and although every once in a while it's under attack, like it is today, I'm confident it will continue to endure. I've asked Mr. Cohen to do the presentation tonight because Mr. Cohen represents George Washington's boyhood home in his district. And I thought it was appropriate, since George Washington was so involved in our Constitution and the writing of it, and of course the father of our country, that it would be appropriate for him to do that. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Cohen. And he has his Constitution tie on, by the way.
Yes, and being an educator in government, what is amazing about our George Washington was that he purposely did not try to dictate to the members of the convention what to do. He knew if he spoke on any issue, everybody would follow along and automatically do it. And there's very few people I know in public life today that if they had a chance to dictate everything would actually keep their mouth shut, myself included. So we thank you for what the DAR does as an SAR qualifier. I appreciate you. Whereas the Constitution of the United States of America, the guardian of our liberties, embodies the principles of limited government in a republic dedicated to the rule of law. And whereas September 17th, 2019 marks the 232nd anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention. And whereas two of America's and Stafford's most revered native sons, George Washington and George Mason, attended and had significant impacts on the Constitutional Convention of 1787. And whereas George Mason wrote the Virginia Declaration of Rights, which became the basis for the Bill of Rights, and then became the first 10 amendments of the Constitution. And whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate the occasion, and whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America designating September 17 through 23 as Constitution Week. Now therefore be it proclaimed by the Stafford Board of Supervisors on this, the 17th day of September 2019, that the board encourages citizens to reaffirm the ideals of our founding fathers by vigilantly protecting the freedoms guaranteed to us through this guardian of our liberties, the Constitution of the United States of America.
I brought for the board some pocket copies of the Constitution. Thank you so much.
I think we need it. Anybody else wish to speak?
Not me.
Alicia's the one. Yes, Alicia's too. Yeah. Thank you.
Really?
Albert Einstein said, "The strength of the Constitution lies entirely in the determination of each citizen to defend it. Only if every single citizen feels duty-bound to do his share in this defense are the constitutional rights secure. Let's all commit to commemorate Constitution Week by becoming more informed citizens and seeking not just to read the Constitution, but to understand it, so that we may defend our rights as individuals and as a nation." On behalf of the Falls of the Rappahannock chapter of the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, thank you for acknowledging the importance of this week.